Hello and welcome to this first day of the 2021 school year. Yay! Okay, so keep your masks on tight and here we go. All right, so today we're going to be going over the roles, procedures, and all of that fun, exciting stuff for class. So if you were able to join us in person today, that's what we did. So I also have that posted on the Google Classroom, so you can check that out and see all of the exciting things that we're going to do this year and not do, like collect things and share supplies and move our seats. But we are going to wear a mask and we're going to learn and we're going to have fun. All right, so anyway, that's what we're going to do today. And then I'm going to introduce a little bit of the Bitmoji virtual locker assignment. So you're going to make a virtual locker and then you're going to record a Flipgrid of yourself explaining the items in your locker. So instead of usually have you bring yourself in a bag and you have to stand in front of the room, we're going to do that a little bit differently this year. So you get to do a little bit on your computer where you make the little items. It kind of reminds me of color forms. You might be too young to know about color forms. But anyway, so that's what we're going to do. And I'm going to include that information as well. So there's the rules and procedures and then the Bitmoji locker that we're going to do and then record the Flipgrid. Okay? Well, if you have any questions at all, please email me and have fun and stay safe. Bye. I don't know how to turn this off. So today we're also going to talk a little bit more about the online etiquette that is involved with the Google Meet or the Google Classroom. So number one, be on time when you're joining us in the Google Meet. Allow yourself some time to get up and get ready if you're at home that day and make sure your technology is all charged and then be on time and prepared for the online learning class. Mute yourself. Please make sure you're muted when you get on because that would just be a lot of noise besides what we have going on here to hear everybody at home as well. So we want you to join us, but please make sure you mute yourself until you're called on. If you have a question, if we get to, then I'll tell you to unmute yourself and you can speak. Make sure you're chatting responsibly, right? So the little side thing, right, to make the comments. You can ask a question, you can say you have something to share, but again, make sure that it's appropriate, okay? Also, when you're presenting, can we see you? Can we hear you? Please make sure your background is school appropriate and that you're not in your underwear, right? So make sure that your presentation, your background, you and yourself and all of that fun stuff is all respectable for school. Headphones are good because then it makes it easier for us to hear you and it's less disruptive to the people at home. So stay on task. I know it's hard enough when you're in class, right? But even when you're here, please don't try to be watching Netflix and be kind and be a participant as much as you can. So obviously I'm going to answer the people in school's first questions first for the different cohort days. If you are an online learner only, then definitely I will try to get to you. But, you know, just make sure you put that stuff in the comment section and we'll go from there. When we are doing the Google Classroom, so I have it set up that every day there's a to-do list, right? You'll go in, you'll check the to-do list, make sure you check that daily because some things will change. Be digitally responsible. So what does that mean? Same kind of deal. So make sure you check your background, be school appropriate. Okay, chat responsibly, have a schedule, have a routine, work a little bit every day. We are going to have to-do dates and there are times that I'm going to not accept stuff past a certain date. So I will let you know ahead of time when stuff is due, what the due date is, and we have to work on meeting those deadlines this year for everybody's sake. Okay, check messages. So check that slide and also check the Google Classroom stream and check your email. Okay. Please email me if you were confused or lost. You can post questions also to the class stream. Maybe somebody in class can get to you. And you can also ask questions if you are one of the people that comes in. If not, definitely we'll get to you with the email. All right. Thanks. What we're going to do today is we're going to make a Bitmoji virtual locker. So, hey Gator, what's in your locker? All right, so let's see. Here's mine, right? And here's all my fun stuff in my locker. So, how do you know what to put in your locker? Well, you need 4 of the 5 things listed below. So you need to select pictures or objects that relate to 4 out of the specific categories. So I have 5. You only need to pick 4. You can have a life goal, something that you have established for yourself that you're still working towards. A special talent, hobby, or interest, something you're good at, you can spend your time with. An act of courage. So was there a time in your life in which you faced a significant challenge or obstacle and you needed to summon personal courage to face it? An important life lesson, an aha moment in which you learned something significant about yourself, others, or life in general. Some of you may be too young to have had that aha moment, or some of you have already had that moment and you are smarter and wiser from it. That's why you only need to pick 4 of these 5. And then the other one is a family or a friend. So choose to highlight a specific relationship or a bond that you have with a family member or a friend. So that would be 4. And then you have to add 6 more things because, like my dog, Lisa was telling you, 4 plus 6 equals 10. And you need a minimum of 10 things. Obviously, I had more than 10 because I really enjoyed this and had fun. Okay, so your favorite books, your favorite movie, your favorite TV shows, your favorite song or musician, your favorite sport and or team, food, favorite pet, subject to learn about, English, a place you'd like to visit or a favorite place that you have visited, maybe something you did fun over the summer. Yeah, I did nothing fun this summer. Anything else that shows me who you are, be creative, and feel free to add something as long as it's goal appropriate. So we have 10 things. Here's your locker. This is where you add them. What I did was I took the different things. These I made in an app on my phone, the Collage Maker, and these little guys here. And then the other ones I put into PowerPoint, removed the background, and then I put them up this way. I'm sure there's other ways to do it, but that's how my technologically challenged self did it. So here's your little locker. This is where you will build yours, and you'll put all of your stuff inside there. And if you notice, I have mine to scale for the most part, right? So like you can't have a giant coffee mug when this is the size of your locker. So keep that in mind too. All right, here are your things. A goal that you've established for yourself, right? Why is this important? Same thing I just went over. So you type here the goal, and then you would type these 2 boxes. Make sure your answers are written in complete and grammatically correct sentences. Talent goes there, and remember, you only have to fill in 4 of these 5, right? Act of courage, and then an important life lesson. Okay, then any of the extra, because remember, you had to have 5 or 4 of these, and then 6 from over here, right? So again, like my dog said, that's 10. So you have 4 of these that you had to fill out in complete sentences. And then down here, you can just explain briefly the other things you have in your locker. So I added M&Ms because they're my favorite candy, right? Those are not significant enough to get a whole box. They just go right here. I added a little thing of M&Ms because they are my favorite candy. Okay, so if you have any of those, you can add them in here. Then when you're done, you go to Flipgrid, and I do have to add the link in here. You'll go there, and you have 5 minutes, and you will record the information that you have. So you will explain, right? Here is a picture of my family and friends. This is why they're important to me, and all of the fun stuff that you put in on these slides. And keep your face visible if you don't mind, because I would love to get to know you by seeing who you are. Okay? All right. So if you have any questions at all, please email me, but that is what we're going to work on today and tomorrow. All right. Talk to you soon. Bye. Maybe. Don't know how to end still.